Today we're starting with a story written in color, literally. For decades, the walls of Houston's East End have spoken, sharing tales of struggle, pride, and heritage. And now artist Jose Arredondo, also known as Meaner, but he's really not that mean, is turning up the volume on that voice through the Buffalo Bayou Mural Festival. And he joins us with Ricky Cardenas from the East End District to share what we can expect this weekend, which includes art battles, lowriders, and music. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
All right, okay, look at yourself in the camera. He goes, that makeup was done wonders for me. Right? All right. Meaner. By the way, give us the meaning behind that name.
I got the name whenever I used to break dance, so it was kind of a little intimidating to people, so that's how I got the name.
Yeah,
there.
well, somebody did a mean dance. You said, well, I'm going to show you a
do
meaner dance.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go.
Born in Mexico, but raised in Houston, Pasadena, and Houston's East End in particular. Mm-hmm. So describe what the neighborhood was like at the time.
It wasn't as like the way it is now, right? But it was still very cultural. It was good. It was
like one
good,
big family.
Now it's more. Yes, it's a big family. I came here when I was 3. You know, some of my dad's brothers and family were in the East End.
Yeah.
So that's how I got to go there a lot, learn the area, made friends there. And grow up there.
Yeah. In the 5th grade, you saw something at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo that changed everything for you.
Yes. That's where it got. I got that spark to want to do art. It felt like I could do it without me ever being interested in art.
Yeah, so. Because they always had that big art competition there, so you saw all these wonderful drawings and paintings and things, and so you didn't compete, but that's one of those things that you said, okay, this looks interesting to me. Right. Were you that kid who ever drew on the walls?
Yes. Yes. I was. Yes.
Did you get in trouble for it, or were you encouraged?
Yeah.
He's like,
I did it. Let's just say I did it. You know?
All right. You go beyond the canvas. A lot of artists are refined to the canvas, but you do fine art as well. Yes. But you're a multidisciplinary muralist as well. So fine arts, large mural paintings, and so to go from a canvas to a huge wall, scaling's important. That's another level of education, isn't it?
Yes. It's just a great experience, you know, from just starting from the canvas and then getting these opportunities, which KHOU gave me some too as well, which are some of my favorite projects.
Yeah. All right.
And then doing the larger murals, it's been great. You know, it's a great experience.
What was the first time you got commissioned to do one? Because I think, you know, with art, it's hard for some people because some people just do it because they do it and it's for them, right? Other people do it and then hand it over and hope people like it, which can be a vulnerable position to be in. But when someone says, you know what, we'll pay you to do this. When was that first commission piece for you?
It was in Pasadena. I was just asking for a what we call a permission wall, someone that would just let me practice on their wall. And then the owners, it was like a science lab or something like that, a scientist lab. And the people were like, yeah, you could go do this, but we want you to do this, and here's some money. Wow. And I was like, you guys pay for this thing? I was like, okay. So I took the money and I painted what they wanted. But that was my first mural. It's still there. It's faded. And I don't tell anyone that I did it.
Oh, stop. All right. Well, when it's faded, it's cool. Because my son, when he passes by things like that, he says it has experience. So, all right. Your style, vibrant colors, stylized figures, familiar themes, and the storytelling. That's why with those familiar themes is how people connect to it, too. So, have you seen the impact that it's had on neighborhoods and then heard people talk about even when they're passing by a neighborhood and spot a mural? Because it's so colorful and beautiful. When you're driving along, you can't help but notice.
Yes, of course. It does help uplift a neighborhood, and it has. You know, and Ricky's been there. He's from the area as well, and I mean, I've done Edison Middle School over there. I've done a lot of business in the East End, and it has. You know, people recognize it. It's a good feeling that people get to know who you are, and you get to work with other people there. So it really it does uplift everything.
You mentioned Edison Middle School, 97% Hispanic, so those kids get to walk out and see their heritage and culture celebrated. Okay, you mentioned that KHOU mural down by the GRB, and it was funny because our community services director, Dale, was saying, yeah, I had to go and buy like 5,000 cans of paint and then try to figure out how to explain that expense to corporate. Right? It's like, somebody down in Houston buying 5 5 billion cans of paint. But yeah, so this is the one that you were talking about earlier, but you also have done things like, Rebirth at East River, Railroad Art Alley, and projects in Montrose, and you have a national footprint as well. All right, let's go a little bit deeper, Ricky, into the East End, because a lot of people assume that Mexicans were here always, and they were always, because after all, it was part of Mexico, but not as much. But in the 1920s, we had that migration because Houston needed people to work, right? And then in the 1970s, another migration because Houston needed people to work. And so a lot of them settled in the Second Ward.
Yeah, as me might say, we didn't cross the border crossed us.
That's right.
But also, with Indigenous Peoples Day being this past Monday, many Western history would start at the wave of immigration, beginning probably with German immigrants from Europe in the 1920s, but paying respects to the Akoquisa and Karankawa tribes that inhabited the land way before any of us were here. But again, German immigrants probably around the 1920s. The creation of the Port Houston and the ship channel, requiring waves of more immigrants to kind of fill these open job spots, these open positions, and then you start to see more of Mexican immigrants, African Americans, and Asian immigrants kind of occupying what is now East End.
Yeah. All right. So the mural history in the 70s, you had the Chicano movement, and so murals were a way of expressing, to the whole neighborhood, this is who we are.
Yeah, exactly. Like you mentioned, in the 1970s, there was a strong Chicano movement. Many Mexican Americans looking for equal rights, equal pay, these sorts of things. And one of the ways that they used to express themselves was through murals. There's a very popular mural in the East End, originally painted by artist Leo Tanguma in the 1970s, and redone by artists many of you are familiar with, Gonzo 247, redid the mural in 2018. The mural's name is The Rebirth of Our Nationality. It's right off of Canal Street at the Precinct 6 headquarters. It kind of depicts the struggle of our community and, kind of where we are now.
Not just art, but stories.
Yeah.
All right. You have the second annual Buffalo Bayou Mural Festival. You were talking in the green room about when you did the first one, you weren't quite sure what to expect, but it was awesome. And then and you're expecting even extra awesome this time.
Yeah. So the first year we had a little over 4,000 people, which is amazing. And I've worked with a lot of people in the city, and they all just came out. They backed up the festival, and it was an amazing turnout. So this year we're expecting double that.
And artists from around the world.
Oh yeah. We have 50 plus artists from everywhere. We're bringing the world to Houston, and we're also focusing on showcasing our local artists because there's just a lot of good talent here in Houston.
Yeah. So on Friday there'll be Texas Artists versus the World, the art battle. So what goes on with the art battle?
So you would take it kind of like the way they would do in breakdancing, but it's with art. So we build this wall where the artist can't see what the other guy is doing, and then
we can.
The crowd walks around that wall, and then at the end of the battle, the crowd decides who won.
Oh, that should be fun. The kickoff party is at the Tipsy Sloth, and then Saturday the live mural paintings and vendor market, car shows, not just any car shows.
Yeah, many lowriders, from what I understand, over 100 lowriders will be present. Many different groups participating. Shout out to Chicano Boulevard. So we're expecting,
Yeah,
good
and the
showing.
Texas Lowrider movement, TLM, they're bringing John from TLM. They're bringing out some amazing cars this year.
Yeah. All right, and then you have an artist Q&A panel on Sunday at Faded Decade. So mural painting in the vendor market will also be there. Just all kinds of attractions that's great for the entire family.
Yeah, it's just so that way people can just understand more and learn from all these artists. So I think it's gonna be great for everyone in the community.
Yeah, and there's rumor of Lucha Libre.
Yes, Sunday from 3 to 6 to finish off the entire festival.
Yeah, all right, gentlemen, thank you so much.
No,
it's such a
thank you.
fun celebration for everybody, not just somebody who's Hispanic, for everybody. And
Exactly.
it's just a great way to recognize another part of our community that makes up this whole community we call Houston that we love. All right, the 3-day Buffalo Bayou Mural Festival kicks off this Friday and runs all weekend long. Over 50 local, national, and international artists will transform Canal Street in the East End with vibrant murals while the crowd enjoys live music, car shows, and a vendor market. The festival is completely free and open to all ages. For more information, visit buffalobayoumuralfestival.com or follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Buffalo Bayou Mural Festival.